everybody, and welcome to my beach party. This is Pro Beach Hockey coming at you from Huntington Beach, California. Tiffany, and Pro Beach Hockey is the hottest action on the beach this summer, and today's matchup features the net surfing, cyber slashing, Pro Beach Hockey champions of the world, the Web Warriors. And the growling, vicious Dawg pack. This is a rematch of the league championship from last summer where the Web Warriors shocked the Dawg pack. Will the Dawg pack be able to short-circuit the Web Warriors today? Well, we'll find out. Let's go courtside with NHL star Marty McSorley.
Great job, Tiffany. I'm here with Tony Zabel, player-coach of the Web Warriors. Tony, you guys won the championship last year. Currently, you're in last place. What do you need to do different right now?
Well, I think we got to focus on defense and, score the goals when you get the chances. I said these goalies are tough. Everyone's gunning for the defending champs, and we're gonna stay together and come out on top.
Well, I know you're feeling the burden of carrying the offense for this team. Currently, you have 14 points. The next highest is 7. What do you need to do to get some of the other guys going?
That's what it is. I'm trying to balance out the depth within the team and have some other guys, step up, and it all starts from the goalie on out, and hopefully we'll get the W today.
Perfect. Well, let's go back and see what kind of trouble Tiffany's getting into.
Hey, thanks, Marty. And don't you forget, we also have the Pro Beach Hockey Slam and Dancers and some serious noise from Dial 7 on the Pro Beach Hockey stage. Are you ready for some Pro Beach Hockey action? Well, the game's ready to begin. Let's go to Chris Madsen and Marty McSorley.
Talk about a game with a sub-story. This is it. It is a rematch of last year's championship series between the Web Warriors and the Dawg Pack, but it's a far different situation for both heading into this one. The Dawg Pack, after struggling to an 0-3 start, have won their last 2 straight. The Web Warriors, on the other hand, they haven't won in their last 2, and that'll take us to today's featured players. These players, one in particular, Todd Johnson, he can bring it from anywhere, but he's having his troubles finding the net.
Todd Johnson has a huge warp on his stick, loves to bring it, can really pound the pill, but he's having a little trouble finding the net right now. Sometimes you have a little different chemistry in your team, some different guys in the lineup, you can't find yourself. He needs to give his team some respectability right now, get in the win column.
Gord Schmidt a season ago at 14 points. This year, just 1 goal thus far, Marty.
It's the same story. The Dawg Pack struggled early, and he wasn't scoring for them. They need him to step up and be a force. They've played well as of late, primarily because they're goal scoring. They're goaltending. Let's see if the goal scoring can keep that going for you.
Pro Beach Hockey on ESPN is sponsored by Snapple. The best stuff is in here. And by PlayStation, official sponsor of Pro Beach Hockey. Live in your world, play in ours. We're back inside the PBH Bowl, where Tony Zabel and the Web Warriors in their road greens take on Gord Schmidt and the Dawg Pack in their home yellows. Draw 1 by Schmidt back inside his own zone, and Mike Gillen is back to get it for the Dawg Pack.
Dawg Pack have played extremely well, coming off 2 very solid victories right now, looking to keep it going. Web Warriors in a fight for respectability right now.
Schmidt is laid out by Jacques Maillan along the far boards, and he pops right back up on his blades.
Let's keep an eye on the matchups here. Jacques Maillan is a big, tough kid for the Web Warriors. Meanwhile, the Dawg Pack pride itself on being a physical team. Mike Gillen getting into a big scrap last game, and they've got the hammer. Let's see if anything happens.
Ball rolls in deep as Jacques Maillan will ride the hanging V. His centering pass rolls through a maze of players, and cutting back to get it inside his own zone is Chris Dunstall. Home run dish to center court. Dragged down by Tony Zabel. He's lined up from behind by Mike Gillen. He rolls away from the potential bump. Harmer doles out a check on Jacques Maillan as the ball leaves the surface.
Both these teams, Chris, aren't great finesse teams for moving the ball through the crease, but they both like to bring the two-point shot. They pound it, they jam the goalies. Both these goalies are going to get a lot of traffic, and they're going to have a lot of bodies. Have to look around, as we just see right now. There's a shot by the guy we talked about at the start of the show, Todd Johnson. Lets one loose, getting on the board early.
Well, you knew it had to happen sooner or later, and Todd Johnson with a bomb, giving the Web Warriors the lead.
Well, James Fuji, I'm not sure if he had a chance to see that. Looking around some traffic, a bomb from center. You know that thing's bobbing and weaving and moving. And James Fuji, not real happy with that, but he's been playing outstanding for them, and he'll give them some big saves over the course of this game.
Long shot down low, fat rebound on the doorstep, and hustling back into position is Jason Hoffman, the fourth goaltender used already in this tournament for the Web Warriors.
I'm surprised he put that jersey on. That jersey's been the kiss of death so far, that number 6 jersey, well worn by 3 other goaltenders.
They were Tom Spears, Scott Lauro, and Rob Laurie. Now, Rob Laurie is the only goaltender to have established a victory thus far in the tournament for the Web Warriors. That came in their first game of the year in a close battle, 4-3 over the Salsa.
We've got a penalty coming up. Chris Nelson's going to get a penalty shot if they don't score in the meantime. He got hauled down trying to come in front of the net for a shot, trying to increase his offensive production as of late when he's been outstanding.
I'll tell you, Chris Nelson just got rocked at midcourt from Todd Johnson, and he's all shaking up. In fact, he's trying to shake off the effects of a sore wrist.
Okay, here we've got Chris Nelson with the ball coming down, getting pulled down, trying to step out. When you've got to step on a guy and trying to get a shot, there's not much the guy can do. He has to weigh the options as to whether to take the penalty or rely on his goaltender.
Here comes Chris Nelson. In his last outing, a 4-point effort. This time he tucks one past Justin Hoffman. And just like that, the Dawg Pack lead is sliced in half.
Well, the Dawg Pack getting on the board, and a nice move by Chris Nelson coming in. Justin Hoffman, a kind of a rude awakening to Pro Beach hockey right now. A new addition going in on the 7-hole again under the armpit. Justin Hoffman couldn't quite squeeze it shut. That's
only the second penalty shot goal that the Dawg Pack have registered thus far this season. The other belongs to Jason Greshing. 2-1 game, 2-point goal for Todd Johnson, the free shot goal for Chris Nelson as the Dawg Pack turned back the other way. Lonnie McDermott's pass up court to Greshing. He got run over in open court, and I'll tell you, the physical aspect of this game has picked up considerably. These are two tough teams, loving to throw the body around, and they don't mind taking the hit, so they're going to hang on to the ball a little bit, make the pass, and stiffen the shoulder up and take the hit. Chris Dunstall for the Web Warriors is a wide open Jacques Maillard. He gets hit hard along the near board, rolls off the bump, and coughs it up. Gord Schmidt has it poke checked aside, and he gets thrown down in the corner. Referees are going to let these two big physical teams play, and we're going to see a lot of pounding today. Well, I'll tell you, the referees could have their hands full before this one is over. This one is barely 3.5 minutes old, and already the hitting fast and furious with a 2-1 Web Warrior lead. We'll pause for a moment on ESPN. Along with Marty McSorley, Chris Matson welcoming you back inside the PBH Bowl in Huntington Beach, California. A rematch of last year's championship series. These two teams met back-to-back. The Web Warriors ended up going undefeated en route to the first ever PBH championship. They were a perfect 4-0 in the playoffs. Ball rolls down low, and a centering pass by Todd Johnson is wired in the direction of goaltender James Fuji. Batted down at the Dawg Pack defense and cleared. We've got a lot of hitting early on in this game. The Web Warriors off to a quick lead in the hitting department, 5-3, and I'm sure that number will get up into double figures before this game's over. These two teams finished 1-2 a season ago. The Dawg Pack with the best regular season record at 7-3 as Fuji just gets a glove hand on that one. Web Warriors, on the other hand, a season ago were 6-4. Driving towards the net, I'm telling you, the hammer is putting the hammer down in this game. Todd Johnson just had his lid knocked off his head.
That's the second big hit the hammer's given in about 30 seconds. He just finished running Chris Dunstall hard back in Chris Dunstall's own zone. He skated the length of the court and laid another hammer down.
Here comes Chris Nelson with a diagonal dish through traffic. He threads the needle, and Lonnie McDermott could not get off a quality shot on goal. Web Warriors, Tony Szabo on the backhand. Jacques Mayotte tried to hit Jim Burkar with authority through the neutral zone, could not do it. And as Chris Nelson gets lined up along the far boards, he just missed being run over by Jacques Mayotte. Up court opportunity, Jason Greshik. His shot beats goaltender Justin Hoffman. It's a 1-point goal. And Justin Hoffman having a tough time acclimating to Pro Beach hockey.
Justin Hoffman having a little trouble trying to move out and cut his angle off. When you're not cutting the angle off, you have to guess and make a save. These balls move and dip a little bit, and these guys shoot this ball hard. Here's Jason Gressick coming down just inside the 2 points, shooting it through the player. Justin Hoffman not able to pick it up. You've got to come out and cut the angle off as much as you can. But you've got to remember that James Fuji, his first game, struggled a little bit. And then he came back and played 2 outstanding games for the Dawg Pack. Let's see if Justin Hoffman can do the same thing for the Web Warriors.
2-2 game, inside 9:40 to play. Turnaround shot, Szabo dips it on goal. And James Fuji with all kinds of traffic out front. And the fisticuffs are up. Jason Greshik for the Dawg Pack, going toe-to-toe with Jim Burkar. And I'll tell you, the referees have their hands full.
Well, James Fuji with a great save in front of the net on a turnaround shot by Tony Szabo. Rebounds there, and the guys are going to try to clean guys out. But it's a fight for real estate there because these guys are going to win and lose on rebounds and long screen shots. So they're fighting for that real estate, cross-checking, punching, slashing. The referees are letting these guys play. It's physical out here.
Web Warriors looking on as the Dawg Pack will get the free out of their own zone. Jason Greshik churns up floor. He's got Jorgensen on the wing, hits him, takes the return pass, 2-point range shot, Justin Hoffman the save. If you're just joining us, Todd Johnson with a 2-point blast opened the scoring for the Web Warriors, but a free shot goal for Chris Nelson and a single-point marker for Jason Greshik has knotted this game. Centering pass, Hoffman watches as the Web Warriors lob the ball back in Chris Nelson's direction.
It's a very physical game, and with Steve Chelios out here, you know he's going to try to make it even more physical. He's going to whack and chop and instigate over the course of the whole game.
Jorgensen shot, deflection on goal. Justin Hoffman makes the save. Loose ball vying for possession. Mike Power gives way to Chris Nelson. He rockets a shot off target. Mike Jorgensen plays the ball to the corner. Mike Gillen will just play it in off the back of the twine.
Mike Power missing a golden opportunity, skating through the dome zone on a great pass, just missed the shot.
Oh, loose ball chipped in on goal. Michel Boyer wants a whistle and a stoppage in play. Clock continues to run here in the first half. We're down to 8 minutes and ticking.
Justin Hoffman holding his ground there, doing a very good job. They're laying on him, banging him, holding against the post, not letting any rebounds or any openings up.
Tony Szabo up court. Not much in the way of support for the Web Warriors as a long rising shot deflects over top of the crossbar, and James Fuji plays the carom beautifully. Chris
Dunstall hammered that. Jacques Mayotte in front of the net, getting a stick on that in the tip, and it just deflecting up over the net. James Fuji not really appreciating Jacques Mayotte standing right on his doorstep.
Ball moves quickly. The court is a good 26 feet shorter than a regulation rink. It's also 12 feet narrower, but the net remains 4x6 as they make no mistake. Jim Burkar. Jim Burkhardt with the goal, and then the Webb Warriors reestablish their lead.
Jim Burkhardt racing all the way up court from his own goal line. Watch here as there's a turnover. His goalie making a save and him taking off right from the crease. He's in a foot race. Tony Szabo knows he's coming. He delays, lays it over. Pressure from behind, but Jim Burkhardt still putting it up in the top of the net. James Fuji, no chance, but that goal came from his own goal line because he hustled all the way up the ice. Here we've got play around the net. Hammer coming in and just drilling Brian Steiner, knocking him down. But the play is over. The whistle is blown. Now watch as the play develops. Steve Chellos comes in behind Hammer and gives him a real hard nudge. Yaks at him a little bit, tries to upset him. Kind of get to his goat a little bit, see if he can willing to take a penalty.
A definite change in the complexion of the Dawg Pack over the course of the past 2 games. In their last outing, they defeated the Express 7-4. But in that game, Mike Gillen dropped the gloves with Brett Kurtz, and ever since then, the snarl has been back in the Dawg Pack's game.
The first save, and then made a blocker save, and we've got Tony Szabo with the breakaway at the other end, standing in the crease and a quick pass down the court. That's how quick things happen out here.
Let me correct myself. I should point out that he made good on his first free shot of the game. Missed on that one, and the score remains 3-2 Webb Warriors in green. Szabo, burst of speed, dishes, looks for the return pass. There it is! He scores! Szabo got a step on Gillen and made the Dawg Pack pay.
That was a nice play. Both those guys moving the ball around. Tony Szabo taking control of the ball offensively, making the pass and driving hard to the net. I'm not sure if he was going to expect the pass back, but he put a lot of pressure on James Fuji to stay back in the net. Here Tony Szabo takes his time, comes up, gets the defenseman square, passes the ball off, and drives to the post and gets the pass and puts it in. James Fuji, no chance on that, and a great play by Tony Szabo.
Tremendous finish by Tony Szabo, his club-leading 7th goal of this series. Point number 15. Harmer drives to the inside, rolls off a hook from behind, got off a shot, and then rattled the pipe. Shot taken, Gillen takes the ball back, throws it right into traffic. Goldschmidt strains to catch up to the loose ball, and look out, Goldschmidt got the stick up on his man. Brian Steiner is cut over the left eye, but he'll stay in anyway.
You expect nothing less of these guys, do you, Chris?
Not at all. It may be pro beach hockey, but it's hockey. It's back the other way. Harmer with it, looking, shooting. Just caught the webbing of Justin Hoffman. And as the ball is set ahead, trying to accept the feed cleanly is Brian Steiner. Nelson picks his pocket from behind and sends Harmer back the other way. Schmidt, 2-point attempt upstairs, shoulder save by Justin Hoffman. Down to the final 5 seconds of this opening half. And I'll tell you, those who have come to see these 2 teams battle it out are seeing just that. It's a battle. Justin Hoffman, indoctrinated into pro beach hockey in this opening 15 minutes. He came up huge.
Into Nick Young from Express. He's come a long way to play with us today. Tell us about that.
Oh, I'm Nick Young from Australia, and a little unusual coming all the way from Australia. I know we don't have many hockey players down there, but yeah, I'm one of them. Came over here to start playing, and oh, it's great. It's my 2nd year now, so having lots of fun.
And how do you like playing down here in Southern California?
Oh, it's great. Love the beach, love the girls. It's beautiful, the sun, the weather. Oh, it's great.
Well, it's great to have you here. Now let's go back to the stage and check out Dial 7.
This song is called All I Want. Shall I kick it like this? Shall I kick it like that? Shall I kick it like this? Here's to my city and I just can take no more. Hardcore, hit up the front door. I'm like a rebel in a renegade, living in the underground. Somebody come on, don't hold me down. You see my eyes focus on the prize of the city, then the touch, then the war, under the sun. Revolution is time to up. Time to feed the people. What say you? Why we do what we do, is it all wrong? Would it never carry on? Can we get there? Well, we just don't get when we get there. Stop to the same thing, don't make crew. Represent our new rock this show, yo. People say, oh, and it's like that. On the door to the floor. Back up, let me get the match live. All I want is just another chance to do it again. All I want is just another chance to do it again. Can't hold us down now. Gonna rock with the underground. Can't hold us down now. Can't fight us and create us. When it all goes back in my haters. When we got love, but don't think we won't quit. Cause that's all we can so do it again like this. Say the words of your war. Like me, if you don't have to be wrong, carry on. Let me be like I be. You can see what I can see. Please don't run the rest of the one you wanna groove. So when we call you, ready to face the next move. One more step, but listen to win. Make down the fame of more than a trend. Open up the game, it's time to let the king to recreate. Do a different my day. No way to make the next move. Give to us just what you got to do. All I want is just another chance to do it again. All I want is just another chance to do it again. Can't hold us down now. Gonna rise from the underground. Can't hold us down now. Somebody say ho! Say ho, ho! Fast scream! We're so loud when it's just down now on the baseline. Screaming loud like a blackjack, like loud bouncers and I'm not going in like that. Like a blackjack! Oh, just a physical rain and pain just to turn to do it again. I got my eyes on the prize and on my feet that we're all gonna ride. Here's the seeds of plant, let them grow. For the revolution of the soul. Taking us to a whole other level. Never giving in to the soul of the devil. All I want is just another chance to do it again.
Welcome back to halftime. I'm sitting here with one of our fans. What's your name?
I'm Jason Brown.
This is Jason Brown. And where are you from?
More in Iowa.
And do you like Pro Beach hockey so far?
Yeah, it's great. It's fast hockey, and it's a lot different from hockey that I play because I play both roller and ice hockey, and it's fast. The skates are different, and you hit. And it's really fast hockey. It's great.
Well, that's cool. Let's go courtside with Marty McSorley.
Thank you, Tiffany. I'm here with Justin Hoffman, the newest member of the Web Warriors. Justin, they've been having trouble in the nets. How did you get into the Web Warrior uniform today?
Well, Tony Szabo, I've known from, I played a few games at the Major League Roller Hockey, and also I grew up here in Huntington Beach and have lived here, so I came out last year and thought it was a great thing and thought, I better practice so I can get out here, and here I am this year.
Now, growing up here in Huntington Beach, did you ever dream that there would be a rink out here on the beach, pro beach hockey with the whole festival and the celebrities and everything that's going on here right now? Could you ever dream it growing up here?
Absolutely not. I mean, I grew up playing soccer and baseball. Hockey was nowhere to be found, and luckily guys like V Formation and ESPN are bringing stuff like this to us, and it's a great experience and I'm having a ball.
Well, you've been a great addition to the Web Warriors. You played stellar in the first half. Good luck in the second half. Back up to my buddy Chris.
All right, thanks so much, Marty. And I'll tell you, Tony Zabel's happy that he found goaltender Justin Hoffman. They were outshot 2-1 in that opening period, and yet they enjoyed the lead here at halftime. Let's take a look at your running stats. In the shots on goal column, 18 shots on goal for the Dawg Pack. 9 to 7 hits. That total of 16 sets a new PBH record for total hits in the first half of a game. Question now as we get set to start the second half, can they keep up this hit per minute pace?
Well, Jacques Mayotte said to me at the halftime, he said how much fun it is to play in a game with so many hits. You know he's relishing it, but I wonder if some of the guys that he's punishing and some of the other guys have been punished here by some big hits are relishing as much as he has.
I don't know. They sent out for more ice bags at the half. Got a feeling that plenty of guys are going to be feeling aches and pains before this one is over as Lonnie McDermott splits the defense. And look at that effort defensively for the Web Warriors to spring Szabo in the other direction. Big save by goaltender James Fuji.
Jim Burkhardt doing it both ends for the Web Warriors right now. Going down and making a great block at the end. At the same time, earlier in the game, making a great goal from Tony Szabo.
Back the other way, peek over the shoulder. Jason Greshik will survey the situation. He has one already in the game. Ball is dumped off in the high slot area. Jorgensen has to cut back to it. He's paired back on defense with Chris Nelson right now as he wires a two-point shot broken up high by Chris Dunstall. Steiner, two-point range shot. Look at Fuji just nonchalantly step out to challenge.
He was quite a ways out of the net there, cutting the angle off, realizing now that the ball's going to dip and whatever on you, you've got to take as much of the net as possible away.
Steve Chelios with it, surveying. He wants movement up the court. He gets it. Jim Burkhardt trying to set up shop out front as Chris Dunstall does the dirty work along the back wall.
Chris Nelson is usually pretty dominant offensively. A little quiet here right now. There's a lot of hitting going on. Chris Nelson not quite as big as some of the guys out here who are laying out the punishment.
Rising shot off the stick of Brian Steiner is picked up.
You ready?
And cleared off the far wing boards, but not out by Jason Greshik. Second attempt by Todd Johnson deflects up into the crowd.
Well, Jason Greshik had a bad giveaway there off the glass deep in his own zone. You want to go down and make sure you block that. Get yourself out of trouble.
All of your scoring thus far coming in the opening half as the ball is sent ahead. Gord Schmidt tries to stop on a dime. No easy task. But as he works it back in the other direction, stepping up Tony Szabo from a deep angle, shoots and scores! Tony Szabo with a shot from the base of the dome zone. A single point marker and a 5-2 Web Warrior lead.
Boy, did Tony Szabo ever accelerate. A pass from Jacques Mayotte deflected, accelerated to get it before it went in the corner, and just quickly fired it. James Fuji coming across, the ball just off the inside of the pad, but it was just shot inside the post.
Along the far board, Jacques Mayotte will work it in deep. Number 76, Green. Todd Johnson has been a man possessed around the net, and he makes him pay. Plays the carom perfectly.
Well, there's a case, like you said, that Bradshaw is so calm in the net, doesn't worry about the ball up in the ramp. James Fuji doesn't know whether he's going to go up in the ramp and play this ball. Todd Johnson races to the ball. James Fuji's not set in his net when Todd Johnson steps around, puts it 5-hole. You're not set, your feet aren't there, your stick's not down, everything's exposed, and Todd Johnson puts it in 5-hole.
Dating back to last season's PBH Championship Best-of-3 series, the Web Warriors here today trying to pull off their third consecutive victory against the Dawg Pack. They shut down the Dawg Pack in that championship series 7-5 in game 1, polished them off in decisive fashion in game 2, 12-5. Drop pass, Chelios, two-point range shot was blocked at the defense. From a deep angle, Fuji plays the carom. Chelios again brings one in on goal, and a toe save by Fuji. Rebound taken away by Chris Nelson. He'll churn to midcourt.
The Dawg Pack need to get their offense started. They need more from Chris Nelson right now. He needs to push it a little bit offensively. He's been a little quiet in this very physical game.
Lonnie McDermott. His claim to fame was a stunt double in both Mighty Ducks 2 and Mighty Ducks 3 movies as the ball rolls the length of the court. Looking for an option, Fuji. Plays to McDermott. He'll turn back the other way. Chelios with it. Pass broken up. Nelson collects. Looks for an option. 2-point range shot is broken up by Jacques Mayotte. As the ball rolls to the left wing boards, the Webb Warriors will try to work it ahead. There you see your shots on goal totals, a decisive margin in favor of the Webb Warriors here in the second half.
A nice save by James Fuji on Steve Chelios. Nice little dish from Brian Steiner into the zone. Steve Chelios with a good shot. So Chelios goes in the corner, gives his player a whack, and just has a little fun out here.
Here comes Steiner, worming his way around the defense, testing his man and scoring. Brian Steiner, one for the highlight reel.
Brian Steiner giving the Webb Warriors a 7-2 lead here. The Dawg Pack in desperate need of some offense right now. The Dawg Pack and the Dawg Pound behind the bench is very quiet as Brian Steiner steps in, splits the defense, puts it 5-hole on James Fuji.
Look at Fuji trying to shut that 5-hole right through the legs, and Brian Steiner has given the Webb Warriors a comfortable lead in this one. 7-2. Dawg Pack hustling up court. Harmer trying to ride the hanging V. Gord Schmidt will support him along the back wall. Looking for an option, he'll find one in Mike Gillen. Nifty move, skate to stick. Schmidt looks to get off a pass into traffic and rolls. Harmer whiffs on one attempt. On the rebound, they score! Top of the dome zone, snapping off a shot was Mike Power.
Mike Power picking up a loose ball in the zone, but Hammer was in there banging at it, getting body position, enabling Mike Power to get in there, pick up the loose ball, and throw it home. You can see Hammer battling. Mike Power steps in, grabs the ball. There again, the shot goes high in the net. Goaltender's down looking for the ball through traffic. Nice shot by Mike Power.
From the serious nature of this game, let's go to a lighthearted moment with our Tiffany.
Oops, you caught me. All this hockey action is making me hungry, but I'll be there for the finish of the game because this is my beach party and you're invited.
Here we're looking at Tony Szabo, the leader of the Webb Warriors. Tony Szabo leads this whole season right now with 17 points. But he's been carrying the offense for the Webb Warriors earlier on. Right now today they're getting solid goaltending and they're getting some scoring from the other parts of the lineup. And Tony Szabo's got to be really happy with his team right now.
7-3, the Webb Warriors leading on a 2-point goal by Johnson. He also added a single-point marker. Other markers, Tony Szabo a pair, Burkar and Steiner each with one.
The player I'm most impressed with this game has been Jacques Mayotte. Jacques Mayotte's give his team a very, very nice comfort level. Tony Szabo hasn't been touched out here, and he's quieted the Dawg Pack.
Oh, toe save point blank on Mike Jorgensen. Justin Hoffman just came up with a potential game saver. Dawg Pack out of their own zone. Back the other way, Lonnie McDermott. You know, I gotta tell you, Marty, for as good as Jacques Mayotte has played, I just can't get used to a hockey player playing with an earring in each ear.
Well, you're not gonna really say too much to him, I don't think.
No, I was bringing it up to you. I thought it was safe to do that. Along the near boards, Chelios with it. He'll clear the length of the court. It's the whole California thing. As the ball along the far boards is coughed up in the high slot, and Chris Nelson will pick up the loose ball. Slap shot taken. Hoffman looks very comfortable right now in goal for the Webb Warriors, and that time he played the carry.
There's not much room to shoot at with Justin Hoffman. He's a big goaltender. He's not down, shrinking in the net. He's staying up, keeping his spine very straight, taking as much of the net as he can, and he's starting to get comfortable with his angles right now. When you come down the wing and you got playing against a goaltender who cuts good angles, you don't have anything to shoot at.
Mike Gillen, lone man back for the Dawg Pack. Gord Schmidt has trouble handling the ball. He'll pay a price with a big bump doled out there by Jim Burkar. He'll turn it over as well. Zabel wants the ball. Instead, he'll try to wrap in a rebound. He and Gord Schmidt get all knotted up. Schmidt pops right back up on his skates as the Dawg Pack look for an option. Outlet pass leaves the surface, and we will lose the ball but gain a face-off.
The Web Warriors are leaving Jacques Mayotte back in their own zone, forcing the Dawg Pack to have to go through the big tough guy if they're going to get to their net.
Tony Zabel reps home the Chelios rebound, and just like that, Zabel tacks on the hat-trick goal.
Tony Zabel completely on fire right now. This kid wants to shoot from everywhere, and a true sniper looks to shoot, and that's exactly what he's doing. Okay, you can see the rebound, or the replay. Tony Zabel jumping on that ball, stepping back from his defender to give himself some space to shoot the ball there, and he's jumping on it and pounding it home.
Pro Beach Hockey on ESPN is sponsored by Snapple. The best stuff is in here. And by V-Form. V-Form, the mind, body, and soul of roller hockey. It's the closest thing to being on ice. Web Warriors with a free out. Clock back in motion. Chelios with it. Jorgensen on the mild forecheck for the Dawg Pack. Along the far boards, looking, waiting, stood up was Jason Greshing. And as a centering pass is rocketed in the direction of James Fuji, Web Warriors will take it back. Shooting and scoring! Upstairs, spectacular movement by the Web Warriors down low, and an equally fine finish for Jim Burkar. I'll tell you, Jim Burkar, very persistent inside the zone as the ball rolled out of the corner. The initial shot was blocked by Fuji, but watch him roll back to the ball and go right back upstairs for the goal.
Oh, Mosto knocked the water bottle right off the net. Great shot. We're going to go to the net cam, watch the ball come out. Jim Burkar pick it up, spin, and he's going to go high over the glove. James Fuji doesn't have a chance on this one. Watch where this ball goes. Right in over the shoulder. Perfect shot. Jim Burkar's played well in both ends of the rink today. He's been valuable for the Web Warriors.
Web Warriors with an explosion. 9 points here in this game. Looking for another as Todd Johnson glides past the loose ball. Prior to this, the most points they'd accumulated in this tournament this year, 9.
Justin Hoffman has played so well today. The Web Warriors have to feel very, very good about themselves and feel confident with the way their team is right now.
Hoffman's made a tremendous difference in the complexion of the Web Warriors game. They could smell victory now with just under 47 seconds to play. Home run pass off the glass. Turnover, Zabel looking, delivering. Drop pass, quick shot upstairs, and a spectacular reaction on the part of James Fuji.
That was nice ball movement made by Tony Zabel, Todd Johnson, and Jacques Mayotte with a shot, and a very good shot and a very good save by James Fuji.
Down to the final half minute, Marty, as Chris Nelson shimmy steps around Tony Zabel. Nelson from 2-point range, his long shot caught a body. Steve Chelios will pick up his man off the wall and tie up Mike Gillen there. Loose ball in the crease, and Hoffman reaches back to snare it.
Steve Chelios not beating guys with the ball, not overpowering anybody with his shot, but nobody is getting around him right now. Now, quick pass up to Tony Zabel. Tony Zabel standing in the far crease. Steve Chelios knows he's down there. That's how quick it happens. A good save at one end. Fire the ball down there. Tony Zabel makes no mistake with it. Tony Zabel is on fire right now. This Web Warrior team looks great.
And you can see Zabel go back to say, thanks, Steve, because it doesn't get any easier than this.
Justin Hoffman stops the ball, quickly gives it to Steve Chelios, who fires it all the way down the court. Tony Zabel fakes, gives it a little shimmy, drags it to the middle, and tucks it 5-hole. James Fuji not knowing where he's going to go with it. because Tony Zabel can go high over the shoulder, he can go long side. It's tough for a goaltender.
10 goals against Fuji. That is the most goals he has given up since his first game in this tournament. Time grinds down, and that'll do it. The Web Warriors are back in the win column in convincing fashion.
The Dawg Pack, didn't play very well today. The Web Warriors played outstanding. Justin Hoffman played well, and I thought that James Fuji didn't play that bad for giving up 10 goals. I just thought he was given a lot of inopportune situations where they had 2 and 3 shots against him at a time.
So the Web Warriors jump right back into the win column in convincing fashion despite being outshot in the game, but the big difference in this one came in the hits column. And the reason why he's standing by with our Marty McSorley, and you know, Marty, I think this guy can get a second job at the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Thanks very much, Chris. Jocks Mayotte, I think he's referring to the fact that you have earrings in both ears. What's up with that?
Well, I was told it was supposed to be a fashion show and try to look good out here, so I'm not going to look good with my play, so I'll try to look good with my earrings.
Well, I don't think Chris would say that to your face. Maybe you should go up and talk to him about that yourself.
We've done that a few times before.
But no, Jocks, going into this game, we expected it to be a very physical game, and it definitely was. But you took over physically yourself. You really quieted down the Dawg Pack, and then your team used you defensively. Was there anything going through your mind to start the game?
Well, I told them right away. Hammers come out of here, and he lays the body every time. So I line up right next to it at the beginning of the game, and I told him that it wouldn't be an easy game for him, and if he wants to go and play hard, then he would play with me. So after that, I just laid back and then told the guys that played, and Tony Zabel just took over the show. He's just unreal. You give him the ball, and he's gone.
Well, you played fabulous today. Not only are you hitting, but you're also playing very well with your hands. You're assisting. You're getting some goals. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Now, let's see if we can find our friend Tiffany.
Thanks, Marty. What a fun day at the beach today. Did you have fun at my beach party? Well, I hope so. Our next game features the all-American superheroes, the Express. Against the sizzling hot team with the Latin beat, the salsa.
Everybody likes the salsa. Me gusta salsa.
Hey everybody, log on to ProBeachHockey.com for upcoming airtimes on ESPN and ESPN2. For Chris Madsen and Marty McSorley, I'm Tiffany. Bye! This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com, part of the Go Network, go.com.